honest and very honest, having spent some time in Uganda as a volunteer as well, realised that education really was the only thing that was going to make a difference to Africa. Until the populations of all the countries are educated, really it is always going to be very vulnerable to the people who come in there and take it over, including the despots who run it. So in Tanzania, I heard about it just when I came out. There was 2 little buildings. Now, Rotary has been at the heart of St Jude's and the backbone of St Jude's right from the very beginning. There were Rotary clubs who came out in the first and built our tiny little buildings on our tiny little block of land. And Rotarians and individuals and Rotary clubs around the world since then have really made St Jude's a put on the and helped us to be where we are now. When I arrived in 2002, we had about 9 kids. The school had been open a few months. And I expected to just be there for a few months. I said, I'll come out and work for a few months, I'll paint a building. I'm not a teacher, so I wasn't going to be much use. But I thought, well, for a few months I can pick a vegetable garden and paint buildings and then I'd go home. 12 years later, I'm still there because I realised what an incredible project it was, and that I did find things that I was able to do. There was a lot of administration. One thing I did learn was that I was never going to be a primary school teacher. I did go into a primary class for about half a day and came out and said to Gemma, I shirt-fronted her and said, don't ever ask me to do that ever again. Those children are absolutely gorgeous, but primary school teachers are angels. Amazing people, a lot of patience and tolerance. Anyway, the school has now grown to, as Sandra said, to over 1,800 children on 3 huge campuses. The thing that is really important about St Jude's is that these children come from the poorest of the poor families. These are the kids who would never have had a chance to have an education otherwise, and they are now, at this moment, planning. Our first graduates will be in next year in May. And then they're going to have a year of putting back into the community. They will be doing community service, and then we will assist them to go on to tertiary. They'll be going to universities and colleges through Tanzania and also throughout Africa. These are kids who would never have gone beyond primary school, even if they had a chance to go to primary school. So I will let Felix tell you more about that, but I also wanted to say how much we appreciate the assistance that you have given us over the years, and to personally come here and thank you for the contribution you have made to St Jude's. Here's Felix.